All right, let's do it. Welcome to episode 5 of the Drae Effect Show. It is an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for watching this. We're going to dive into SBET, which I think is the next gem that I have found on ETH chain. And I actually only found this basically today. So bear with me because in this video, we're going to go through it together. I already have a big position in this because I knew this is good as soon as I looked at it. I've prepared a bunch of tabs that I want to go through with you in this video. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So I posted it at 5 million market cap. Basically, instantly it pumped to like 6.9. So yeah, 36% pump straight away. About 300k volume came in. It's pretty nice. So the very first thing that I saw, the very first thing was this. And as soon as I saw it, it caught my eye. Because if you see a project that is getting interacted with and like engagement from the ETH co-founder, that is not something to take lightly. So I saw that, I was like, holy shit. So I started looking further into it. And I saw that, yes, indeed, Joseph Lubin had been liking the posts. And not only liking the posts, but they literally said in this post in particular that it's the next $1 billion token right here. And then they put in the contract address. It's just such a specific shill, like so specific to the point where it's confirmed. Like it's basically confirmed that one way or another, this is going to get pushed, whether historically or indirectly, because of actual SBET itself, which we'll get into. Doesn't matter. This is primed. And I think the volume speaks for itself. The volume's been very high consistently since the launch. I mean, even today, for example, it's in the past 24 hours, it's been 1.3 million. If we look at the days prior, it's been 839k, 1.5 mil, 2.94 mil, 3.61, 4. Dude, I mean, this volume has very much consistently been high. 2.16, 1.81, 4. Yeah, it's like very, 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 very consistently. And if you zoom out, it looks like a horizontal kind of accumulation, horizontal accumulation before the full send. Based on Fibonacci expansions, the very first target we can look for is indeed 45 million market cap. And that from here is, my friend, a 7.5x. 645% is 7.5x. So easy money in my opinion, easy money. Let's keep going through the things that I've come across. So Joseph Lubin, the ETH co-founder. This is a community Twitter. You guys should go through it in your own time afterwards. And by the way, yes, we'll get into this later in the video, but he did an interview, like literally went live 2 hours ago. So if you're seeing this video right now, man, congratulations, you're early, and thank me later, okay? Thank me later. So Joseph Lubin, co-founder of ETH, the chairman of this. And this is related, by the way, to the whole Sharplink stuff, which, we'll get into it. But he's also now the chairman of Sharplink Gaming, okay? And SBET, the actual stock, okay, which we'll also get into in this video. We'll get into it. So yeah, let's see. This is the website of SBET, okay? This is a website. The ETH bet that Wall Street didn't see coming. That's very true. Wall Street definitely didn't see it coming. I mean, as soon as the announcement came, which I'll get into, it made the stock pump. How much did it pump, bro? And this weekly candle pumped 2,200%. Dude, that's a 23x. It's like acting like a shitcoin. Like it's literally reacting like a shitcoin. And so although this pump and not looks crazy, it's not gonna die off, bro. Like this is, it's expected because it's a pump out of the blue. If you see on the high time frames, it's just correcting back to, the moving average, So on the daily, it by far broke out. It's just going to need time to correct and chop. Probably chop around here as the MA comes up. On the 2-day, we're already very close to it. So yeah, things are going to get extremely interesting very soon. If you zoom out, I mean, SBET itself is completely bottomed out around this week. And if you zoom out, completely bottomed out. And this was definitely a very strategic move from them. But yeah, let's look through the website. So SBET isn't just a token, it's a wager on the new financial order. Inspired by Sharplink Gaming's $425 million ETH treasury move and Joseph Lubin's Wall Street overture. It's a tokenized embodiment of the moment that TradFi tilted toward DeFi, and that it's exactly what's happening right now. In this video, which we'll get into towards the end of the video, he was saying himself, Joseph Lubin, how that's what they're doing. They're essentially tokenizing, and so we'll get into that. So look through this video, this website in your own time as well. The website's very, very much clean, very clean. Definitely a lot of mind share. Sharplink Gaming, the actual Twitter of their account, they also liked a tweet. And not only just a tweet, again, a tweet with the actual CA. So insane, bro. Like this, the kind of stuff is pretty much unheard of. Like it's unreal. Unreal. So yeah, he's also not just Ethereum co-founder, but he's also former Goldman Sachs. He was on Financial Times and everything. So this is a huge deal, my guy. Huge deal. So I asked ChatGPT to just give you a rundown real quick. So what is Sharplink Gaming and SBET and Joseph and all that about? So basically, Sharplink Gaming is an actual company that does your sports betting and things along that line. Okay. Then what happened out of the blue, literally seemingly out of the blue, okay, out of the blue, is that Sharplink made a huge pivot, right? So it was the funding that they did was led by Joseph Lubin. So they raised $425 million privately, okay? And they're using that to start a massive Ethereum treasury. And so one of the huge narratives going on right now is that they're going to do exactly what MicroStrategy did with Bitcoin. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a little teaser of what he said at this part of the video, because it's insane what he said. Like it's going to be a big deal, right? But yeah, basically it's going to be like what MicroStrategy did with Bitcoin. And this is the leading one on ETH, you know? So they're the largest publicly traded Ethereum holder now, which is insane. And the Ethereum co-founder, again, huge, he is the chairman. He is the chairman of the board at Sharplink. So literally, again, they went from basically just a sports betting affiliate site to now a ETH native DeFi financial engine with public stock exposure. It's mind-boggling, dude. Mind-boggling. And this is all going to translate into this chart as well, in my opinion. Because it's just, you know, the Web3 bear. Oh, and by the way, hashtag 8 on trending on ETH. That's very good. Very, very, very good. That's good volume. That's what we want to see. So yeah, co-founder of Ethereum. People view it as MicroStrategy, but for ETH, and that's exactly what it is, my friend. Exactly that. Retail institutions already started to pile in. I don't know if I have the tweet here. I think I lost it. But long story short, there's already one company that's starting to, like put it on their, what's it called? On their financial records. How the fuck do you say it? They're already starting to put it like on their, man, what's the word? Well, they're basically saying that they're publicly, acquiring it now. Okay, I forgot the actual way to say it, but yeah, putting on the spreadsheet. That's right. Some huge company is already starting to put on the spreadsheet. That's SBET. So yeah, so insane, huge. I saw this from investor. He was saying that the official Sharplink stock, like the actual one, their website, they added the ETH logo. So, as he said, it is the first true Ethereum aligned stock play. And it's led by the co-founder of ETH. Dude, if you haven't FOMO'd yet, by the time you're watching this part of the video, I don't know what the hell you're doing, bro. Not financial advice, but don't fade Drae, bro. This is going on the Don't Fade Drae show for a reason, alright? Don't fade Drae, bro. Fucking Sharplink Gaming is following them, dude. Following them. What more do I need to say? Sharplink Gaming liking tweets with the contract address. Joseph Lubin liking these tweets. SBET on Ethereum's leading the way. SBET on ETH to billions. Like, here's the thing. These tweets, he knows that he's not talking about the stock, bro. They're talking about a fucking small cap. And dude, I would not be surprised one bit if this was some sort of little insider play, because the volume it's had consistently day in, day out. Here's the thing, regardless of whether it's insider or community, it's extremely bullish. If it's insider, it's guaranteed merit. If it's bullish, if it's like organic community, still extremely bullish, because what it means is that the space is going to rally behind this because everybody loves the narrative. That's what it means. All this volume is just confirmation that no matter what's happening behind the scenes, there is huge belief in this. So, yeah, this one's just, dude, I don't even know what to say to you. It's unreal. So they like the CA and tweet 10 billions and a follower. Send it with haste. I'm going to retweet that. Oh, bro, you can't make this up. Bro, you guys better thank me later, right? Please do thank me later. God, yeah, okay. So I just had to say this. I just had to, say this off of his tweet because I did really like it. This was from 3 days ago, mind you, but yeah, he has a point. Like, by the time shit's getting serious, Ethereum's already going to be pumping. The entire space is going to be talking about Sharplink Gaming before the catalyst. Sorry, being the catalyst. And the SBET ticker is going to be everywhere. And that's the thing. When people start seeing the SBET ticker everywhere, which a lot of the tweets or whatever on the news, whatever, it's going to be about this. But what are people naturally going to do? They're naturally going to go on Dex Screener, write SBET, and ape that. Naturally. That's exactly what they're going to do. And he was also saying another tweet, by the way, investor, that many of the calls that have been promoting this are just doing it free. Like none of the whole allocation bullshit, this and that. Like this is all free bags. Like as in the sense that they've bought on the market themselves. Like anyone that's in this, all this volume, everything, it's like real conviction. So that, my friend, is bullish. I suspect people like Vitalik will likely even mention it. That's a really good point. I didn't even thought of that. So yeah, everyone's going to be looking for a narrative link to this. So meme targets will go through the roof because it's old season. Even the shittiest memes will get 100 million. That means that this could hit 1 billion. That is true as well. You know, I mean, one step at a time. You know, first of all, we got to hit 45 million, and then the way we can redraw next targets is by having like, you know, we need a huge, you know, retrace in order to draw those Fibonacci expansions. You know what I'm saying? Like we need those retraces because that leads to new and high targets. You know. So very exciting stuff, Let's see what more tweets I have left to show you guys. What more information. Joseph Lubin has been engaging with our community already. Has he bought in? Will he show us directly? It wouldn't surprise me, yeah. On top of all of this, because Sharplink are buying Ethereum and starting a whole new narrative, I predict the stock will go parabolic. We could end up with another GameStop movement. The SBET meme will be a leverage bonus. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yep. This guy is talking facts. And this chart, bro, yeah, completely primed. It's just, yeah, insane, my friends. Overdose as well, who's also in it. OD, Overdose. He's in it as well. For those of you that don't know him, he's a Chad. Let me show you his Twitter. His Twitter. Overdose. I've been following him for years. Absolute Chad. So his holding. And here's the clip that I want to show you. Okay, yeah, watch this.
Volatility in different forms. Also, to answer your question, which I kind of avoided, yes, I'm going to be very loud. And
Did you hear that, guys? He's going to be very loud. Okay, watch this interview. You're gonna know exactly what he's talking about. He's saying he's gonna be really fucking loud, just like Michael Saylor was, because that's what he did. Michael Saylor was very loud for years, dude. You know, these guys were saying, you know, the analogy, like, you know, like using like a fucking megaphone, bro, just constantly. Oh, bro. And he just said he's gonna be very loud as well. He didn't even want to admit it early in the interview because he's trying to be low key about it. He doesn't want really like people to know too much yet. It's early, dude. It's early.
Consistently out there. For a couple of years, we were in a blackout period because the SEC was trying to pin this scheme to sell unregistered securities to Americans on consensus. So we had to be quiet. We used to obviously champion it there in the lot in our marketing and in everything we did. So one thing you're asking there is Ether going to flip? Another thing you're asking is SBET gonna flip in strategy? Let's think about it this way. I was inspired last night to retweet something that Robert Drost of Eigenlayer put out, and I was thinking we're trying to frame what the valuation model for Ethereum and Ether is. Discounted cash flow. We can discount that for a bunch of years. Hopefully, that's not a healthy way to look at things. People think of Ethereum as an operating system, next operating system of the world. But I'm really loving the idea of framing trust as a commodity.
Framing trust as a commodity. I think this is just too gigabrain for me, bro. I mean, you're looking at a literal billionaire here right now, by the way, mind you.
We frame information as a commodity. So lots of...
All right. This is insane. You guys got to watch this video as well. This is absolutely primed. Again, thank me later. Entry looks decent. I promoted it around here. Pumped. Maybe we'll have a bit of choppy, and then boom, send again. We did have a nice kind of like flag formation here, so maybe like a bit of chop and then like that. I don't know. Regardless, this is gonna send. This is gonna send, man. I'm very, very, very optimistic on this. Don't fade, Drae. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Definitely look further into all of this, everything that I was showing. Do your own research as well. Not financial advice as always, of course. But I'm so bullish, man. I'm so bullish. So